Welcome to Central Park.
On the road, think of the seas, they go across the world, just let me know. Let's go, Stevie. Let's go, Stevie, Stevie Lou. Let's go, Stevie. Let's go, Stevie. Let's go, Stevie. Let's go, Stevie, Stevie Lou. Let's go, Stevie! Let's go, Stevie! Let's go, Stevie! Let's go, Stevie, Stevie Lou! Let's go, Stevie! Let's go, Stevie! Let's go, Stevie! Let's go, Stevie, Stevie Lou!
How you doing? Woo!
Sing a little song, little melodies will flow in your tongue when they all grow. Sun is the sun, aloof is the sky. I wonder about the people walking by. Funny as fate, as hard as you try, you can't pretend that life has no surprise.
Whoa! It's a nice spectacle! One damn short of a miracle!
You fight like you in the wind. You don't think you ever want to back again. You survive with an obstacle. You get around. Then you might break a.
All right. How you doing? That's right. God damn it. Ash, Disco Biscuits in the motherfucking house. In the motherfucking house. Fucking Weedcock is in the house. I mean, shout out to Weedcock. Got me moving in the right direction. That's for damn sure. How about you? What are you doing? Good morning. Hello, everyone. It's Stevie Lou. I'm Stevie Lou. Oh, boy. God damn it. What the hell is up? Excuse me for one moment here. Lot to go over, but first I wanted to start off with an apology to a certain someone out there. I hope you're watching. You know, things have been getting really just wild lately, out of control, and I wanted to take a chance to say I'm sorry to John Carson for disappointing him yesterday. If anything, I disappointed him. I disappointed myself mostly. I thought I had a good stream set up. Actually, I didn't really have anything set up. To be brutally honest, I was bored, had some stuff to take care of, or went out last night. So yesterday afternoon, I figured I'd jump on, and I noticed that our boy Blade from Win by 2 had already kind of beat me to the punch. So what I did is I backed out and just respectfully stepped aside, and ended up being a good thing because I had some shit to take care of and didn't realize it. So we're here. We're sorry, John. Wow, we're getting right to it, I guess. Supernova, excuse me, is saying that Clearwater is compromised. Wow. If you could maybe expound upon that, I'd love to hear it. But yeah, how's everybody doing? How's your weekend, summer? It's coming to an end. I was out and about yesterday in my neighborhood doing a little thrift shopping, and I want to show you something that I picked up. Check this out. So this is actually this is MLC related why I picked it up, but look at this little bad boy here. So let's see if I can bring this in. This is a Tops Mark Grace. I believe it was an old bubble gum. I think this was a bubble gum dispenser. If anybody out there in the chat can confirm that this is what this was from our childhood. It says on this 40 years of baseball. So this was from the 40th anniversary. What? This doesn't make any sense. Maybe the 40th year of Tops. This would have been from the 80s. Baseball's been around for much longer than the 1940s. So, yeah, if you didn't know, the great Mark Grace is a fan of Misery Loves Company because he's a friend of Dan Filato. If you are an OG, you know that name. If you don't, he's just a guy that used to work with Artie Lang, I believe, is his resume. That's how he got involved, and he's a fan and a listener. Supernova jumping back in saying that Meanie is controlling his movements. He's talking, he's walking and talking now. Oh, wow. Oh, so this is like an invasion of the body snatchers sort of situation. Wowzers. Clean these up here, put these on. Interesting. Yeah, I guess this is the week. Oh, let's get that down. Whoopsies. This is the week that Clearwater Chad is on his way down to the great metropolis of New York. I believe he's staying in Manhattan on the on Mr. Borgo's account. So I guess I may have some in-person Dabbleverse meetup going on this weekend. I don't honestly know. But you will all be kept abreast, that's for sure. I'm sure if I do end up in the mix with those cats, I'll go live here, and we could enjoy the times together. I'm thinking now, like, what could we try to do, or some things that could be done. The first thing that pops off in the top of my head is we could go to maybe Gephardt's. I mean, if Opie isn't there, maybe he's back in town right now. I know it's the end of August, so he's probably most likely back still out east in the Hamptons, catching the last few rays of sunshine of summer out there. I get it. But if he's not at Gephardt's, maybe we could just kind of stream from the spot that he streams from. I think that would kind of be fun. You tell me what you think. I had thrown it out there. I reached out to Clearwater Chad. I'll reveal this. I did reach out to him and I offered him to take him to an open mic. Something that I haven't done in I'd say almost a year and a half at the very least. I did try to pop into a couple open mics. That would have been like the end of 2023 when I was still thinking about doing some comedy still. But performing stand-up comedy is so far out of my mind these days that god damn, it's been a long time. But if fucking CWC wants to come and give it a shot, I'm down to show him some ropes, bring him to a good spot, maybe take a look at his jokes before he goes out. But that being said, like Doodle says here, he might be going out with Kate now, and comedy may be the last thing on his mind. I think he's just trying to get his turtle shellacked, his turtle shell shellacked. What the fuck did I say? We'll find out though. Dr. Chow, good morning, says send JMO the link. That is funny that you say that, Dr. Chow, because I have a shocking revelation that came out last night on Misery Loves Company with the incomparable Kevin Brennan. He had one of my good buddies, Mr. Kill Everything, on doing his thing, keeping his shirt on, keeping the bruises off the face, and cokehead Dave Serra on. And Dave, who was talking very rapidly and insanely last night, if I were to comment on that, yeah, he said something here, and let's just go to the videotape. Let's just go right to it.
I'll go on the record and probably lose some of JMO's trust here, but JMO DM'd me today asking me if I can get him on Stevie Lou's show, and I said, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but Stevie Lou doesn't like me all that much. Like, and so.
Yes, Mr. Kill Everything. I have a show. I'm doing it right now. I know you're probably asleep still, but I do have a show. So.
Wants to be on a show that never happens?
Wait, Stevie Lou? I didn't know Stevie Lou had a show.
Stevie Lou did a show today.
And I think you even
Really?
brought up,
Wow.
One more time, if you didn't hear it.
You got
Jesus
this.
Christ.
Believe in yourself.
Hold on one sec. Whoops.
Yeah, hope you're doing well. I'll go on the record and probably lose some of JMO's trust here, but JMO DM'd me today asking me if I can get him on Stevie Lou's show, and I said, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but Stevie Lou doesn't like me all that much. Like, and so I don't know what you think I can do
Stevie
here.
Lou doesn't even have a show. He wants to be on a show that never happens.
Wait, Stevie Lou? I didn't know Stevie Lou had a show.
All right. Yeah. So you get the gist of it. That was last night. So I'm sorry, Dr. Chow, but that's kind of creepy and very thirsty at the very least. So when I see someone acting like that, I do not want that on my show. That's very, very insane, bizarre behavior to be reaching out to Dave Serra to ask if Dave can get him on my show. Like that, honestly, if that's what this guy is doing on the side on his own free time, that's disturbing. And I like just want to make this very clear is that I do not know this person. I do not understand what his infatuation is suddenly with me and my life, but I can see that he's got some sort of thing for me, and yeah, makes me feel very, very uncomfortable. And if you can pass that message back to him, like I hope he gets help. Hope he gets the help he needs, because honestly, to say something very briefly, don't know this guy. He started replying to some stuff on my Twitter, got himself involved in a situation that he had nothing to do with, to be frank, and I reached out to him. I tried to be a man in the Valley of Men, and I did reach out to him privately and tried to, like a man, give him some insight on something that he was not ever involved with. And I tried to clear some things up for him. And he responded immediately with some vile, nasty remarks about my family. So from that point on, he's tried to spin it every which way that I'm the guy that started all this. It's like, no, that's completely untrue and dishonest. So the guy is a dishonest creep, and now he wants to be a part of this. I'm sorry, buddy. Like, you know well enough that that's not the recipe for success in this world. So if I could give that person some advice, I would say, hey, man, keep going on BYB, keep going on Clown Town, keep going on Schmeal Talk. You know, try to get some reps in. Try to get some reps in, work on this. You know, it seems like you're trying to follow in my footsteps. Okay. Good for you. You know, a lot of people out there, especially this guy, he'll see me do it and I make it look easy. I go on the big show with the big guy and I can keep up with him. I give him shit back. I get some good lines in. So people see that and they think, oh, well, all right, I could do that. And I'm here to tell you that the vast majority of you cannot hang. And you think you can. And that's like one of the problems with society these days is that you got a lot of people who just believe they can do things because they see other people who put the time in, put the work in, do it well. So they suddenly just think, oh, I must be able to do this too. And from the small sample size I've seen from that guy, he don't got it. He don't have what it takes to be a member of this, like an actual contributing member of this whole planet, this whole universe thing that we got going on here. So again, go back to Schmeal Talk, go back to BYB every show, be on Clown Town for hours and hours and hours on end, 8 hours, 10 hours, however the fuck long that show is. Get on there, you know, make flirty eyes at Ava Reza. Do what you got to do, pal. Just you don't have the time yet. You just don't have the time, and you're disrespectful to a guy like me who's put the work in, who's been around, who's been a powerhouse, an absolute powerhouse in this place, doing what I do regularly. You want the kind of heat that I can get, but you never worked for it. So honestly, if I wanted to really be honest with you, you should just stop all this shit. And I understand you have a family and stuff like that too. So it's probably best for you to cut all this bullshit out and go focus on that. Especially this is coming from someone who's seen what it can do to you. You know, look at a guy like Quadfather. That's a deeply disturbed, fucked up dude who has no life except for streaming. So if that's something you aspire to achieve, if you want to be the next Quadfather, go right ahead. But you will not ever get anywhere near me, my level. That's for a fucking 100% sure. It'll take you years and years and years of hard work, which I don't see. You don't have that kind of spine to get to my level, and you'll never be on this show. That's for damn fucking sure. You know, if you can make it on the MLC one day and you want to maybe have a discussion with me, see if you can hang, God bless. But that ain't going to happen via my actions. So I think that's probably good there. With that, let's check back in. Hit the like button. Thank you, Doodle. Doodle, one of my amazing crack moderators, Stevie's Angels, we call them. Dr. Chow says, yeah, I think you and the Mo would be a good combo. I mean, I could maybe teach the guy a thing or two for sure. I could do that, but that don't come for free. I could potentially give him like lessons if he wants to come to me, and I could offer him like a half hour session. It's probably, yeah, we do like 300 for the session. So 150 for a half hour, 300 for an hour. But a couple of sessions in, and I could at least get him on the right path. But yeah. Is there a beef with JMO? I honestly, like I said, Doodle, this all started when the guy started chirping on Twitter about something that had nothing to do with him. It was a ski mask thing. This guy JMO, he never was on Ski Mask Collective. He never had any. I don't even remember even seeing his name in the chat or anything. I don't know where he really came from besides making these dumb little YouTubes for himself in his car the past 2 months or so. Guys seem to have come out of nowhere, and now he's just involving himself in every fucking buddy's business, trying to reply to everything. So he came out of the blue and said some shit to me on Twitter. So I reached out to him, DM'd him, and tried to clear up the confusion that he had. Again, as a complete outsider, trying to comment on something that I was a part of. So thought that I was doing the right thing. And again, my fault. That was my bad. Thinking that I could could rationalize and fucking try to be like, I was honestly being calm and respectful. I tried to be respectful to the guy, and he immediately responds with some vile, nasty shit about my wife without even any thought. This guy immediately starts saying horrific shit about my wife. So from that point on, I told him to go fuck himself, and that if he ever wanted the fucking real smoke, I'd provide it to him in fucking plenty. In plenty. So it got a little ugly, but I don't take insults to my family personally very well. That's how it is. So I responded back and said something too, But since then, this fucking clown has tried to spin it every which way from Friday to Friday. I'm not sure if it's from or to Friday, but one or the other. The guy's trying to spin it like I was the one who started all the shit. No. It's kind of that cry bully mentality also that you see in this world where, people want the smoke, they start shit, and then they'll try to act like they had nothing to do with starting the fire. So it's very childish. It's ballless. It's cowardly. And now I'm hearing rumblings that he thinks he could do something to me physically. I guess on Clown Town, they were all talking about fighting me and all this sort of stuff. So I can guarantee you that would be a fucking very interesting situation if anybody did want to come and get physical with this guy here, Stevie Lou. I would have to just pray for you, I guess. But yeah, I think that more or less settles it. Yeah, Mint Diggity, I think he likes my beard and my teeth. This is crazy. The guy's got a worse gap tooth than Ari Jane, and he's talking shit about me. I've got these teeth are not that good, not that great. I get it, but I have better teeth than JMO, and I got a better beard than JMO too. So we're doing pretty good here, and if anything, the guy makes me feel better about myself, knowing that level of fucking loser is around and wants to be a part of my life. So I guess I'm doing something right in that extent. So Jesse Angel, look at that. Another wrench. Another wrench. Another Stevie's Angel. Her name is Angel, so it kind of really hits there. Double time Stevie's beard is very manicured. Yeah, thank you very much. I actually got a nice little cleanup yesterday. Went to a party with the wife last night. She's got a friend in town, her girlfriend. So I went out with those gals. It's kind of nice, actually, that the friend is in town and they have shit to do. So I'm usually Sunday is kind of a busy day for me, usually spending all day with the wife on Sunday. It's one of the few free days that we both have, but she's got plans with girly friend today. May go meet them later. I may actually just do my own thing today. Could use a day off. Got a lot going on. A lot going on in Stevie Lou world. More than normal, more than usual, actually. And unfortunately, I can't really talk about too much of it specifically. It's kind of sad that that's the way things are in this world. But I got a very, very busy next few weeks. As a matter of fact, I mean, I can maybe eventually, after the fact, let you folks in on what's going on. You can speculate in the chat if you want as well. I think that could be fun, even to speculate what's going on in Stevie's life. I did let out on Friday that I was offered a new job, a new position at a new company. As like an actual new position that they're creating at this company. I would be the first person to be in this role, and I am like absolutely over the moon excited at the opportunity. This could be a very interesting rest of 2025 for Stevie Lou, and then 2026 could be, the first step in a long, hopefully very successful career in a new industry. I have been in the same industry currently for 6 years. Job I'm at, and wasn't really going so great, especially the past 2 years. A lot of you are maybe aware of how my life has been as being a fan of MLC and myself. I had been attacked by a crazy man with nunchucks on the street while I was working at this current job I'm on. That happened to be a very, very insane situation. Well publicized here and on the news, in the news. So I'm sure it's no surprise to any of you. But yeah. So a lot had gone on, a lot of negative shit that I had to deal with at that last place, the current place. So it's part of life. I get it. No one has it easy out there. We all have work related stresses, but I think getting your arm broken kind of goes above and beyond that. And not like they did it to me or anything, but I was put in a pretty shitty situation that day. I was asked to go and do something I normally don't do in a neighborhood that I don't normally go in, and you know the rest. So, Supernova, you need an intro and theme song now. Supernova, I would love to tell you this, that it's in the works. It's in the works. It's one of those things where getting it done on a favor, and I also have to help get it done. So I should have a pre-show, a original, non-AI generated, an actual produced by a human, co-produced by myself, co-written and co-produced by myself, intro song. That's good. We're gonna have something that slaps to kind of get the mood going, and a brand spanking new intro song. Again, this is going to take some time. It's on my list of to-do things. The guy who will be doing it with me is also helping me out working on this short film that I was trying to get done this summer and ran into some I don't know, what do you want to call it? Some snafus. Can't really get into that too much neither, but goddamn, we are busy right now. We will be sharing a lot of shit, all of it with you eventually. Pool Sam Scam says, "Hey, makeup guy, your hair should be on top of your head, not the bottom." He's not wrong. Dr. Chow, you think in 3 to 5 years Mo can get on your level? No, absolutely not. He is going about this all the wrong way. So he's going to have to course correct first. I mean, listen, man, I've been doing this for almost 10 years now. Almost 10 years. I'm coming up on 10 years next year. Will be my 10th year in the whole entertainment industry business. That's when I started as a producer on the East Side Dave show in 2016. So it's wild to think that's how I got here. I started off as a producer on the East Side Dave show. While I was doing that, started doing stand-up comedy. Really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that for a very solid 3-4 years until COVID. COVID put the brakes on everything, and opportunities presented themselves, such as Early Loves Company started streaming a lot more, and I've built up this brand. I've built up this character. I've built up this resume, and like I was there doing these things that he's doing now 3 years after I was doing it. So like his track, if we're charting it like a stock, if we look at my history, my stock chart price history, it's something that's like that going up. This guy is a penny stock. It's barely getting off the ground, so I guess he thinks that fighting with Stevie is that little jolt that he's got, but he's right back down to zero, and again, he's paid no dues at all. He's weighed no shit from what I understand either. So I'm fucking, I guess, just thankful that I never had to weigh shit like Shuley. I've never been sued like Shuley. I'm not a what like Shuley. So listen, everybody take a second and just throw some L's. You could throw a double L, ambidextrous, that's called. You're as good with your right as you're as good with your left. Throw the L's up, hit the like button. NJ Ranger, Stevie, would you cut Flimsy and I a friends and family rate for your seminar? Absolutely. Absolutely. If you guys want to reach out, we could schedule a time. Um, honestly, you guys get one on the arm completely. If you had just come to me and said by yourself, NJ Ranger, that you were interested, I probably would attack the small fee on. But the fact that you bring Flimsy into the equation, you know what you're doing. You know how to negotiate. I can tell that you are on your way. And as a matter of fact, that I know I'm just doing a little jokey joke there, but NJ Ranger is a good model for JMO to watch and see how he operates, how he does his thing out here navigating these choppy waters. NJ Ranger is doing a great job, pulls up these shows every once in a while with Flimsy, a good teammate. They work well together. It's not 16 different boxes, it's them too. So start small. You know, like going back to the JMO, you're already in a small pond when you're going on Clown Town or BYB. It's not only a small pond, it's a crowded small pond. You got 16 people on Clown Town. You got 8 people on BYB. You're really diluting yourself and you've got no chance coming out the box with that. Whereas you look at NJ Ranger, he's got his own thing, completely his own with Flimsy, of course, but he's not strangling himself by staying in one of these little sweat fart boxes. We call those, you know, it's like a little sweat fart box, a BYB or a Clown Town. So NJ Ranger has definitely got the right foot first, and now he's moving. And I think from this point on that he's got that sort of base built. Now you move on next to having fun. And I can show you how to have fun. I can show you the world. A whole new world. Kind of look like the genie, I guess, a little bit. Jesse Angel, can we agree JMO is better than CWC? I'm sorry, Jess. I love you, but I can't. I'm not ready to make that statement. Not here. Not right now. I know CWC, Clearwater Chad. I shouldn't use abbreviations. Shouldn't do that. Let's talk to you folks like adults. Clearwater Chad he's something. He's something all right. He's brought a lot of interesting stories to the Dabbleverse. He pisses Dave Sarah off. Anyone that can piss Dave Sarah off that much without really doing much is an impressive addition to this universe. I'm looking forward to possibly meeting him in person. John Carson says Stevie will teach him how to get stoned and decode super tips. I mean, John, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, that's just kind of like a natural talent that I think I have. And I'm glad I have it and I put it to good use. It's kind of like the X-Men. Some X-Men use their talents for good, and some mutants use their talents for bad. And I think that's a good thing. Jesse wants to help everybody get high. Dr. Chow says Brennan likes JMO a lot at least. I disagree. I think he's chipping me on that one, but I think we can disagree. Doodle, why do all grown men want to fight? I mean, yeah, that is a good question to entertain. Um, fuck, this is incredible. There was a movie that came out in 1999. It was based on a book directed by this guy David Fincher, starring Brad Pitt and Ed Norton, Helena Bonham Carter, Meatloaf, called Fight Club. And I think that is a good place to start to answer your question. I just so happen to have seen the movie Fight Club on Thursday, projected on 16 millimeter film, which is extremely rare. Actually, I don't really think you could understand exactly how rare something like that is, but I had the extreme privilege and honor to watch a screening of a 16 millimeter print of Fight Club on Thursday. And this is a film that I hold very dear and near and dear to my heart, something that I saw in the movie theaters when I was 16, 17 years old, something that was one of the first DVDs I had, one of the first movies I ever downloaded off the internet on some sort of file sharing service back in the day. It was probably like Kazaa or Morpheus or something. And a book that I love, read twice now. I'd say I feel like I'm probably due for a third reading. But yeah, a film that I've seen, I'd say at least 50 times, maybe more in my life, and then had not seen it for a good extended amount of time, and then got to revisit it again. And it was wild. It really, my opinion has changed on the content and how I received the content of the movie, which was kind of shocking, to be honest. When you're a younger man in this society, I think the movie speaks to you a certain way. But as an older man at this point, 42 years old, seeing the whole commentary, I guess, the satire. Um, a lot of the satire is obvious, and then some of it less so. And I think as a younger man, I didn't maybe see a lot of the less obvious satire. And yeah, it made me think. It made me think a lot, and I really enjoyed that. So I would say, yeah, check out Fight Club. Listen to some podcasts about Fight Club, reactions to Fight Club, modern day reactions to Fight Club, and I think a lot of people have keyed in on why there is so much male aggression in this world. Your beard is a nice auburn. I like it. Thank you. Thank you, Jess. Yeah, it does kind of seem to change color slightly with the summer, with the sun. I was out in the sun a couple of weeks ago, and I think that actually kind of gives it a little more color. Here's my nemesis, I guess, Doom, saying that the Dabbleverse loves Mersh. Okay. Jesse Angel, thank you very much. Congratulations on your new job, Stevie. Yeah, I technically the ink hasn't the pen hasn't hit the paper just yet. The offer came to me late on Friday, and I was told to wait a few days before I accept or decline. But spoiler alert, I'm definitely taking that bitch. So, uh, um, Thank you. It's more or less a done deal, but who knows, right? Who fucking knows? No, but thank you very much. That's very nice of you. It looks like I will be making a lot of white in the next couple weeks. And yes, Doodle, I am doing a movie. We're doing a short. It's a little something something that I put together with a buddy, local buddy, very talented guy, who's helped me out with the process. The issue was that he's supposed to be my lead, and there is an athletic sort of angle to this film. And he got injured. He hurt his knee. I think he's got some sort of like labrum issue or something that occurred a couple weeks ago, like almost a month and a half ago now. And he's been kind of like wishy-washy with whether he's healed up or not. So at this point, I may have to recast his role. And right now, the discussion is whether I recast myself as the lead or I try to get someone. I had someone else in mind, and he won't do it for free, which I understand. This is a no budget project, trying to get it done with zero money spent, uh, more or less. So I am kind of in a position right now where I have to decide whether my original buddy is healthy enough to go with the first plan where he plays the character. Do I just say, fuck it, I'm going to do it and play the character, which I honestly don't want to do. I do not want to do that. I want to direct and produce this. I don't want to have to be on every side of the fucking camera on this one. It's not easy to do one or the other. To do both is really time and effort constraining. So the third option is to fucking pay this one dude to do it, and he's the only paid person on the project. And I also fucking lowball him out of principle. But yeah, we're gonna get it done. To break down the fourth wall and give you guys a little bit of insight, it is a sort of outdoor sort of thing, and New York City specifically, this part of the country gets the most wonderful light from June to July. The summer sun, especially the angle of the sun in the summer, especially later in the evening, late afternoon, early evening, is so camera friendly. We were doing some test shooting, and the shit that we were getting really looked great. And I was hoping that we could have captured the whole thing in that time frame. And it looks like it's not going to happen. So I just got to roll with that punch, adapt, and just shoot this thing whatever season, time of year we can at this point. Don't want to hold it up much more. But yeah, it should be fun. All right, let's keep going. Isn't that very sweet, Jesse Angel? I hope you're renewing your vows. I will say that is not one of the things happening, but Guillermo Castillo, was moving to New York an easy transition for you? Guillermo, I am from the suburbs of New York City, from a little town about a half hour outside of Manhattan. So I did not have to move very far, and I was very familiar with Manhattan and New York City for the most part when I did officially move to New York. But there was absolutely some getting used to. If you do not grow up in the five boroughs, then there is absolutely a bit of a shock that you will experience. Everybody has it. I've always heard that it takes an out of towner at least 2 years, 2 fucking years to get the hang of New York City. A lot of people do not make it more than 2 years. They come and it just eats them up. It's too expensive. It's fucking too stressful, yada, yada. So I was able to adapt pretty easily. I also moved my way down the line. I started off in Yonkers, and then I lived in Woodlawn, which is the Bronx. And then I moved down to Inwood, which is Manhattan. Then I was down in Hell's Kitchen for a while, moved out to Brooklyn, and now I'm Brooklyn, Queens border area. So I've been all over this town. Terrible Tony, my man, good morning. Please do go check out the Without Your Head podcast with Tony and Neil, my dogs. Cool Toad Clips. He wants the link. I don't know who that is. Jay Cutson says, loser. Jay Cutson, go fuck yourself, Jake. In your ass, as a matter of fact. Go fuck yourself in your own ass. Have a nice day. F. Kenyatta. That's what it is. Jay Carr, I hope someone's clipping this crap. Jesse Angel says she blames Ray for Kenyatta's violence. Now listen, I want to blame whatever I can on Ray, but that's one thing I can say he did not really have anything to do with the actual violent part. Well, did he have something to do with Kenyatta going away for as long as he did? Now that's a different story. Now that's the rest, and now you know the rest of the story. Jay Cutson says Stevie Lou is a loser. Fuck yeah. Lunatics, losers. Put the L up, Jake. Put your fucking L up. Be a winner. Be a loser. That could be my new slogan. One of my new logos. If one of my mods can, let's get that hashtag going. It's hashtag be a winner, be a loser. I mean, come on. Like, let's put this up. Hold on. Hashtag be a winner, be a. Okay. You have, if you're watching the show right now, I want you to throw your L up, hit the like button, and then go out there and post this hashtag. Let's get a movement going. The be a winner, be a loser. You could tag Jay Cutson if you want. But thank you, Jake. See, Jake's not all bad when you think about it. Sometimes Jake can be useful. He can help us develop stuff. See, and now you hear that, Shitwaya, NJ Ranger. Did you see what I just did right there? That whole little take the comment, metamorphosize it, and turn it into gold. That's the kind of stuff that I would be showing you in your introductory lesson to how to fucking just crush it in this motherfucker. Just crush it in this bitch. So. Yeah, Jesse, you don't know. Oh wait, I think anybody can do that, but maybe as a mod you have better privileges. Yeah, look at that. So we're getting the L's up. This was beautiful. This was 20 minutes ago too. I got to catch up. What movie did you see this weekend? Did I see? So I saw Fight Club Thursday, and I saw. Hold on. Oh, no. Yeah, shit. I didn't really see anything this week. Going to see Toxic Avenger on Friday. That's coming out. I got tickets to see Batman, the Tim Burton Batman, this week as well. And also Jaws 50th anniversary. So I do have movies coming up this week. I've got the Tim Burton Batman is playing. I believe it could be some sort of anniversary, just or maybe not. Was that 1990? I think it might have been 89. Okay, so they're just playing Batman, the Burton Batman, the Toxic Avenger. The new one is releasing Friday, going with some Trauma friends to see that. And then Jaws 50th anniversary, going to see that as well on IMAX, which I have never had a chance to see Jaws on IMAX before. That's going to be incredible. I'm actually probably most excited for Jaws 50th anniversary on IMAX, as much as I really do love the original Batman and am excited for Toxie. While we're on movies, I did go pick up some new flicks. I did some thrift shopping, and I picked up some fucking deep fucking diving picks here. This is The Name of the Rose with Sean Connery and F. Murray Abraham. It's about monks. It's a movie from like 86. One monk has fallen, or was he pushed from a tower? Another is found head first in a vat of pig's blood. Are these the works of the devil? Whisper the other monks. Is it the apocalypse? Visiting brother Sean Connery investigating the deaths discovers a secret library containing rare books considered to be lost to the world and dangerous to the Catholic faith. Gonna check this bitch out. Never seen it. The Name of the Rose, but I hear good things. And now check this out. This is a motherfucker. What? The Penitent with Raul Julia and Armand Asante. What? The Penitent is a dramatic and compelling tale that probes deep into the excesses of faith and the flesh. Kiss of the Spider Woman's Raul Julia plays the devoutly religious Penitente. The jury's Armand Asante plays his lustful friend from childhood. And the scorching newcomer, Rona Freed, plays the child bride who torments them both. This looks fucking absurd. So, got some new picks. And then while I was there, I also got this one. Dance Away from Esquire. Get fit with the hits. It's got The Locomotion, Shimmy Shimmy Coco Bop, Do You Want to Dance, Money Money, Barbara Ann, Crimson and Clover. Jesus, this is... maybe I'll have to watch that in private later. Oh, Jesus Christ. Say it double. Ronnie Munn says, Stevie, send Ralph Bachman the link. Ralphie Bachman. Don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Let's try to catch up. Dr. Chow isn't a real doctor. I just wanted to also make sure that you guys know when I say Dr. Chow, I am not speaking of an actual clinical doctor. So there is no medical advice that's being provided here. I was also made aware that I have to clear that up. Excuse me 1 second here. Mm, shit. Um, hmm. Hold on 1 second. Actually, I have something I got to take care of. You guys just bear with me. All right. Cheeky cheeky choo choo poo 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 poo. Sorry, folks. Let's see, what's tomorrow? Is the 25th. Hold on 1 sec. Damn son. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. I'm really sorry about this, folks. Mm. We're gonna catch right back up once we get out of this. Um, uh, uh, uh. Okay, we're back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Seen that movie. Yeah, I think that's when we were talking about Fight Club. Did you like it, Doodle? Yeah, I say everybody give Fight Club. Oh Jesus! I say everybody give Fight Club a watch. Reminded me, this is a local pizzeria in my old neighborhood. Really great slice. Look at that too. They're famous for a pizza that has little tiny pizza slices. It's topped with little pizzas. So if you can imagine, the guys that run the place are just high out of their mind. A lot of weed smoke has got to go on for you to come up with an idea to make a pizza with little pizzas on it. Let's be honest about that. So as you can imagine, I'm a fan, and whatchamacallit, yeah, actually shit. Doodle says maybe they are all on down low and just want to bang. That is kind of a um interesting opinion about Fight Club that's definitely come out in recent time. Holy shit, my fucking one of my favorites. One of my favorite people in this universe. And I'm not trying to play favorites here amongst my moderators. I hope you know I love you all dearly the same. But I haven't seen Michaela in a while. So this is special. Everybody show fucking love to Michaela right now. Hit the like button and then show love to Michaela. Throw the L up and then hit the hashtag Michaela just to catch you up. We got a new hashtag going on. It's hashtag be a winner, be a loser. So it's kind of like my campaign slogan. As a matter of fact, let me show you something. Sorry, we're playing fast and loose. loose. Playing fast and loose today. I apologize. Check these out. I got these in the mail this week as well. These are Stevie Lou for radio stickers. If you know, you know. There is a band out there called Dogs in a Pile that has a song called Stevie Lou, and that is a reference to that. And somebody out there made some stickers, and they got in touch, and they sent them over for me. But ain't that grand? I gotta get that up somewhere. What's going on here? Let's see. Look at this. Look at this. See? Look, Doodle's doing it. Bobby Nick is doing it. Bobby Nick, my man. Been a long time, buddy. How are you? Terrible Tony's got a split. Almost time for Forbidden Door pay-per-view, man. I didn't realize, does that start that early? I believe that is wrestling. Some razzling. Yeah. AEW, NJPW, Forbidden Door. Start time. Mm, 11:30 pre-show. 11:30. Jesus Christ. I guess there might be some wrestling on later. The film industry can be very complicated. Have you ever discussed it with Liam? Liam has been on my show. We didn't talk much about the film industry, but we did talk a little bit of film. You can go back into the archives and find that episode. They're all available here on the YouTube. Jesse Angel throwing the L's. Terrible Tony throwing the L's. Doodle saying she put in too many N's. Never want that. Like an L. Yeah, it's always like an L. Doodle getting drunk on power and banning people already. I love it. Reddit is saying you're sending Granny cases of brewskis. Jesus, that all right. Well, I can go on the record and say I have not sent Granny any cases of brewskis. As a matter of fact, I've never sent Granny anything, alcoholic or non-alcoholic, and I hope he's all right. I hope he's doing all right. Yeah, terrible Tony. I figured you knew about that one. Bobby Nick says beta was better. Bitch. You calling me a beta bitch, Bobby? Bobby Nick, you calling me a motherfucking beta bitch, motherfucker? what I have here. Check this shit out. Speaking of Beta, this is The Man Who Fell to Earth, David Bowie film in Betamax format. This is one of my prized possessions here. Got the little inside liner note. Picture of Bowie being weird as fuck on the back there, but yeah, look, you can show you. Careful, this one's actually coming apart here. Fuck. See the difference in size to VHS and Beta, but yeah, this is some badass shit right here. This is just part of the Stevie Lou collection, the Stevie Lou library. Growing. It's growing. Drunken Donut says, when you see a junk bin of ridiculous movies, you don't have to buy them. I disagree. I mean, it makes me happy. I spent $10. I spent fucking $10, dude. If I spent like $100 on these movies, yes, then you'd have a good point. I spent fucking $10, and I like didn't just take every movie. I went through. They had like fucking 50 tapes there, or more than 50 tapes. I went through the fucking collection, and I felt like I took away some of the best of the best out there. You know, like Dancing Away. I mean, come on, how could you not see this for $1 and not walk away with it? Come the fuck on, bro. That one's in bad shape. I gotta do something about that. Roy Cohn, these are not my PJs. These are those are cargo shorts, but they are pretty dorky. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I was doing a little bing, 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 bang, bing, 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 boom, boom, boom. Dick Fitzwell wants to know how did Vinny's beat me to the pizza on top of pizza idea. I don't know, man. I don't know. It is kind of fucked up though. But shout out to Vinny's in Williamsburg. Good slice. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna say it's the best slice, but it's a very good slice. Definitely a very, very good slice. And a good like vibe. And they got like all this amazing artwork and shit on the walls. It's one of my favorite aesthetically, it's possibly the top pizzeria in New York. But as far as like best pizza, I am a very big stickler for that, and I'd give it like a 3.8, 4.0 out of 5. So. R.I.P. King Cobra. Yeah, again, I don't know who that is so much. I saw that news online, and I guess we lost another one. R.I.P. King Cobra. Drunken Donuts. Do not even start with Roy Cohn. Roy Cohn's a fucking G. An L and a G. Look, see? Boom. You got hit. And look, people are throwing up L's just because they see that sort of action going down. That's right. Throw up the W for Michaela, the L for Lou, G for Roy Cohn. I mean, let's fucking go. Now I feel like I'm Joey C doing sign language. Yo, yo, yo. Exactly. Junk movies for nothing. What's the problem here? Take your bag out, Stevie. I mean, that would be the ski mask thing to do. That would probably make me number one. Dude wants to see the bag. Jake is back. Jake, thank you very much for helping me out with my hashtag today. This was all you're doing. Thank you, buddy. Again, we're going to be a winner and we'll be a loser. Simple. Gets to the point. It's a pun. It's Stevie Lou. Again, class is available for how to win. What have I heard about the new Paul Thomas Anderson movie? Yeah, it is another Thomas Pynchon book. Last time he did that, Inherent Vice, it was something. It was something. Maybe I got to give that another chance, but I don't know. Yeah, I've been kind of avoiding that and want to give it a shot. Psyched for this Darren Aronofsky film. I tried to go see it yesterday, but it was only playing a certain time for preview. Comes out later this week, though. Caught Stealing. That looks really good. That looks really good. So to be honest, I'm more excited for the Darren Aronofsky film than I am the Paul Thomas Anderson film, which is, I mean, it's understandable. I guess I like them both, but I would normally think it would be the other way around. Looking forward to the Toxic Avenger and the Long Walk. Yeah, I gotta check out the Long Walk. Let's see what that is. Pull that up. Let's pull up the Long Walk. What is this? Can we do this? Let's do this. Let's try this and see if this gets me fucked up. If this is going to get me fucked up, please let me know if anybody knows. Do this. No. There we go.
I'm Ray Garrity. You can call me Ray. Freeman Freeze.
Hank Olson's the name. Walking's my game.
I ain't many that are built like me.
Okay.
I'm the
So far, I like it. I like you're building, you're setting the stage. Looks great. I love stuff shot on location. I guess that's probably like Atlanta or maybe North Carolina. That's where they shoot a lot of stuff in the industry. So far it's hitting a lot of like subconscious boxes for me. Looks like you got some face guys, unknowns, but we're setting the stage. I dig this so far.
We did the very first long walk years ago to inspire
everyday people.
Smile, boys. You're on candid camera. Man, you gotta not think about the things out of your control. Think about your plan.
Okay, so now we're looks like this is some sort of post-apocalyptic sci-fi thing. This is not modern day. This seems like we're having fun here now too. So we got like a little bit of a Twilight Zone feel to it.
Personally, I can't stop thinking about all that money.
You'll never find another like me. I'm the last of my kind.
Okay, just keep walking. That's right. Just keep walking. Yeah, that's it, kid. That's it.
Oh boy. You hear the tense music coming in. Seems like something is afoot.
Second warning. Third warning.
It takes heavy sack to sign up for this contest.
Okay, there we go.
I'm not going to go through the whole rule book, but it boils down to this. If you fall below the speed of 3 miles per hour, you get your ticket.
God damn. All right. I don't think we need to watch the rest of this trailer. I think we got the taste that we need. Yeah, that looks really good, Tone. Good call on that one. Didn't know about that. That one had not crossed my feed as of yet. Stephen King. Let's do it. Thank you. Listen, this is crazy. Roy Cohn says Google dogs in a pile, Stevie Lou. Do that. Absolutely. And then the dude says, I miss Roy Harder and Eastside Dave. Let me see if I can pull something up for you really quick that you said that. That's really funny you said that, pal. Because I happened to see Mr. Roy Harder last weekend, as a matter of fact. And I have a picture. Here you go. Okay. You can see it. There you go. This is a picture of Roy Harder, his son, Dev Harder, and Brian Murray from the band Dogs in a Pile. We were hanging out last weekend out in Long Island, let's say. So it's great that the dude said, I miss Roy Harder and Eastside Dave. I was hanging out with Roy just a week ago, as a matter of fact, and Roy was jamming with his son, as a matter of fact, playing some music, and it was awesome. So that is funny how that all works. Roy Cohn says The Stand is an amazing book. Isn't that like this big too? I gotta fucking someday. Great miniseries with Gary Sinise back in the day. Twilight Zone, favorite TV shows. Yeah, there are some absolute bangers in the Twilight Zone catalog for sure. I used to love those Twilight Zone marathons. Damn, wrote it back in '79. I like that, Terrible Tony. This long walk. Yeah. one of the ones he wrote under his pen name, Richard Bachman. All right, listen, none of this drunken donuts. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Oh, shit. Detroit by Dark. What did you think of Chad's boxing stance? You just reminded me. If anybody, tell me, do we know where I can find that video? I would be glad to break it down live on air. If anybody can guide me or send me that link where I can find it. I have no idea where he put that up yesterday. I guess if I just probably Google Chad Zumach boxing. Let's try that. Let's see what comes up. Jesus, too close. It must be on Reddit, right? Where on Reddit can I find it? If anybody can help me out. Hackverse, thank you very much, dude. Sorry, just give me a second here. Doot 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 beep bop boop beep 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 boop boop. By the way, if you missed Friday night's episode of MLC with Keanu, Karmic, Felicia, and myself and Gino, we had a fucking blast. Honestly, I don't know if like some people are trying to say that we were all fake laughing at each other. I actually, which this is embarrassing, I rarely do this. I was rewatching that at my own episode yesterday, and I was cracking up. That was a very, very fun time. It's available on Rumble, on MLC Podcast Rumble only. He took it down off of Patreon. There was a lot of words that were said. Went to like 2:30 in the morning or something. Very, very loose, fun time. I really enjoyed myself. So shout out to those good people, Keanu and Gino and Karmic and Felicia. Okay, here we go. Holy shit. Pulls first thing that comes up is Chad boxing on. Let's get to this. I think this is actually a very good idea. Whoever had said that, I should watch Chad box and break it down. Oh, Jesus Christ. Doxed. Okay, let's see. Let's get some volume. And like, listen, I'm going to be very fair about this. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but as someone who okay, so right off the bat here, I'm seeing a problem. This is crazy. So, and someone in the chat had said this already. Is Chad a left-handed or right-handed? I do not think Chad's a left-handed person. I feel like we would know if Chad was a left-hand dominant person, but he does not have proper stance going at all. Either way, I've never seen someone with this stance before in all of my time training now, which hasn't been a long time, but I've watched boxing professionally for all my life and now have been training to a certain extent. Actually, several times a week now. I actually skipped boxing today to do this, which is embarrassing, but whatever. We're here. So the problem is that he's got his feet and hands backwards. If he wants to go southpaw, his feet are in the southpaw stance, but you got to have your right. Let me explain this properly. No, I guess, yeah, he is southpaw. He is in a proper southpaw stance. So sorry, I apologize. It just looks completely twisted. Let's play this out. Let's just play. Okay. He is a southpaw. All All right. So first thing I'm noticing is he's bowing out his jabs. His jabs are not coming from the center. They're coming from the outside. So that's not good for him.
Left, come right. There you go. Right, left, right. Right, wait. Yep, right, left, right.
Yeah. So looks pretty uncoordinated. Also, I gotta say that the footwork is brutal. I mean, he looks like he's trying to act like someone who's boxing as opposed to actually staying balanced and light on your feet. He does look pretty clunky there. Let's watch the footwork here. So you see how he's not connecting his punches with his feet. You know, you technically you want to so it's hard to see here, but you want to connect at the same time. You want to throw your punch as you're stepping. You don't want to have that pattern off.
There you go. Dumb jab. That was lovely. Dumb jab. That was left. Come right. There you go. Right, left, right. Right, wait. Yep, right, left, right. There you go. Lovely. Dumb jab. That was left. Come right. There you go. Right, left, right. Right, wait. Yep, right.
Yeah, he's hopping around, but then he just stops. And that's a problem in boxing. You don't want to really stay still too much. You always want to be moving in and out. You want to be circling in and out. You want to be feigning, coming back and forth. If you're just sitting there motionless, you're a sitting target. You know, you got to keep your head moving off the center line. You want to hit and don't be hit. So he's not extending and snapping his jab out. A good tip for people if you're trying to learn how to throw a jab is that a jab is not something that is really supposed to have a ton of power in it. It's more supposed to be a setup punch, a defensive punch, if you will, even. It can be used for offense if you're really good, but for the most part, it's more of a precursor to more action or a way to gauge temperature on your opponent. So one thing that I've been taught is that your jab is you want to kind of snap it like you're snapping a towel in the locker room back in the day. You know, when you're whiplashing your the dork in the locker room, you wrap the towel up, rat tail, and you. So if you can see, you want to throw it back and touch and bring it right back to a defensive spot too. That's important, is getting your hands back. So you can see he's dropping his hand after he punches and hits the pad. Instead of bringing it right back, he's hitting it and bringing it down. And that is something that can be countered very quickly. So let's watch that again.
Come right. There you go. Right, left, right. Right, wait. Yep, right, left, right.
That's another thing too. Like when you're in a fight, when you're training, when you're sparring, you never want to just stop and like think it through like that. If you ever get confused as to what you're doing in a fight, in a sparring situation, in a training situation, you just back off, keep your guard up, relax, get your head straight, then attack again. You never just stop and you go, what was it? Left and then right and then left. So he's getting psyched about it, though. If you look, he is psyched about the action. So good for him. But yeah, did not know that Chad is a southpaw, a lefty. And if you can see here too, Chad does seem to have some size to him. You know, he does got those big legs. He's got that little like fat tired thing going in the middle. And I can see at least he's got some core movement and his hips going on the punches. So at least it's not all arms. But that being said, I'm not seeing great coordination, getting his shoulders engaged into the punches and extending out so much. He's kind of playing patty cake here. Let's play it through. Sorry.
Come right. There you go. Right, left, right. Right, wait. Yep, right, left, right. Oh, there you go. Oh my God.
Scott's having a good time.
Left foot. Yep, left foot. Yep, straight right. See, that's the nice part.
Yeah.
Just like baseball.
Okay, so something happened there too. So now so if you see here, this is what I was talking about. This is where it gets a little confusing. He is now in his orthodox stance, which means your left, this is how I fight. Left hand is your jab, your lead hand. But I guess he's a lefty, so Scott told him, no, switch back. There you go.
Straight right. See, that's the nice part. Just like baseball.
Okay, I will say at least these last two punches that he throws, the way that he's extending and throwing the punch is a lot better than the first couple. But at the end of the day, really poor form when it comes to keeping your guard high and tight. This is really easy to fight back against unless, he's some sort of expert defense of punch dodger like the Mayweather.
That's the nice part. Just like baseball. Left foot. Yep, straight right. See, that's the left foot. Yep, left foot. Yep, straight right. See, that's
Okay,
the
so
left
I can work with
foot.
this here.
Yep, left foot. Yep, straight right. See, that's the nice
Okay.
part. Just like baseball.
Oh. Yeah, so okay, my final review here would be that starting off
Come right. There you go.
real sloppy.
Right, left,
Those are terrible punches.
yep, right, left,
More terrible punches.
oh my God.
Right. But here, no, still bad. Okay. So those last two that he threw actually looks like they had some purpose to them, some sort of action. So yeah, that's pretty rough in general. I don't know. Are there more videos? Let's see if I can take a quick look and let's see what you guys say. Yeah, Coach Scott does rule. Wait, hold on. Could you not see any of that? Or did just when did I fuck up? Oh my God. Well, maybe you saw some of it. Maybe you didn't. Yeah, that is a very nice gym, Mint Diggity, I will say. Let's see first. Okay, yeah, thank you, Doodle. Just the end. Free boxing lessons from Coach Scott. Great dude. He just wants to help people. It ain't about the money. Yeah, no, I agree. Coach Scott does seem to be a real one. He's a real one. God damn. I would love to one day get out to Minnesota and take some lessons with Coach Scott. Again, I've been training now for almost 2 years with some time off with a broken arm, but I've been taking it very seriously and I've been getting some amazing instruction from two incredible instructors. One a master, an absolute master, and another guy who's, if not a master, he's very, very much on his way to one day being able to call himself a master of the martial arts, which includes boxing and striking, kickboxing, judo, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, folk, freestyle, all that good shit. So I've been getting some great workouts in with a good crew of dudes and girls too, from an amazing place in New York City with two of the best instructors I've ever worked with. Yeah, boxing is a lot of fun. It takes a long time to kind of break out of that stage that Chad's in right now. Everybody thinks they can fight, but nobody can actually fight until you get some proper instruction, especially when it comes to just boxing and having fundamentals. As a matter of fact, I think that Chad kind of inspired me to something I've been thinking about for a long time, is to actually tape one of my sessions, and it's something I've not done. So I think at this point, didn't you box Oriental Pete? I don't think that's his name. But yeah, I did. I should film one of my training sessions and post it here. But let's do it. I don't think I've ever done this. Hold on, I'm trying to get this full screen. Sorry. Okay. Why is it not one? All right, whatever. What the? All right, we're gonna check out my fight, and I'll be honest about it. All right, what the fuck is going on? I'm sorry about this, folks. Here we go. This will work. So if you remember too,
Right, work, boy. Here you go. Nice.
really fucking telegraphing my punches there, especially that uppercut, that left uppercut that I was throwing. I will say this was a completely different person that you're seeing in this ring compared to who I am today when it comes to style and ability. Yeah, that jab looks like shit.
Nice.
Here. No snap to the jab. Ryan's got no movement here neither, though. At least you can see that, like, that's the one thing that I was trained pretty well on, is to how to and look at that. Damn, look at this dude. Is jacked up right here. Man, bro was working out, it looks like. God damn, Stevie. Yeah, I got a much better jab these days. Much better form. But yeah, like you can see, I'm moving. Maybe a little too much. That's one thing that I've gotten better at as well, is that less frenetic and more smooth, which is absolutely the way to go. But yeah, you see how I'm coming back, like moving back. You hit and you move out. Hit and move out. So peppering Ryan there, because look, Ryan's staying still, man. Like, he's not on his toes. He's on the ball. He's flat-footed here. Stevie's on his toes here, moving. Ryan's flat-footed, and that's something that you could take advantage of, especially two guys with little experience, as Ryan and I both were here. And again, I just want to make it very clear: Ryan challenged me to a fight, and everybody and their mother was saying that he was going to fuck me up because he was all in shape and this big fucking strong dude. And everybody said I was this drug addict who had nothing. So that motivated me to really put the work in. And as you can see, I had something here. I had something. Wasn't a lot, but there was something. I'm just kind of peppering them with shots at this point.
Small blows, trying for the uppercut, misses.
If you hear that, that is the legendary Ski Mask host with his famous commentary.
Stevie underestimating how short Ryan is. Trying to swing right over his head, knowing that he's going to die.
Ryan trying to bully me there. I think he was probably getting sick of getting punched and said, all right, let's impose some will, which actually is a really good strategy. If you're getting punched in the head over and over, not necessarily with a ton of power, but I was definitely landing shots and scoring. And you can't really dodge it like he wasn't able to. Just go and bully the guy and push him a little bit. And he did move me, that is something I will say is Ryan is a very strong guy, was a very strong guy, and he was able to, lean on me a bit, hit me with a couple of good shots too. So,
Wow, what a beautiful round. Beautiful.
good job breaking by the ref, who happened to be his coach, which is a little whatever.
This turned out a lot better than I thought it would, folks. Borgo stinks, by the way, everybody. Borgo stinks. Oh, right.
Yeah, so I think that might have been that shot right there may have been the one that gave me the black eye. And you'll see what I did here. I got tired. I got lazy. I was getting confident. I dropped my guard.
Borgo stinks, by the way, everybody. Borgo stinks. Oh, Ryan going for the upper.
I was lazy, and Ryan threw a fucking pretty nice overhand right, which is one of the strongest punches you could throw in an arsenal. It's like throwing a baseball. So,
Borgo stinks, by the way, everybody. Borgo stinks.
Oof,
Oh,
yeah,
Ryan going
yeah.
for the
Like that could have
upper.
knocked me out if I wasn't able to take. That could have been the one that put me down, but
Stevie should focus on his
Shake it
lower
off.
body blows. See what's really going on down there. Ryan doing effective blocking by Stevie. I love that blocking. Wow. Oops, Stevie wanted to go in for the blunder years. Decided not to. So going in for the under. Going in for the gut shots. Stevie did an effective job of blocking.
I think we're both really tired here. Wow, look at this great shot, though. Look at that freeze frame. So again, just getting that jab going was my top priority, and I think I was able to work it enough to frustrate him. That's what the jab can do, is it frustrates.
Stevie's sounding a little bit winded.
Yeah, we were both losing our. Neither of us had the greatest stamina, I will say, and we were both tired at this point. We had both thrown a bunch of flurries and were dancing around for 2 minutes at this point. So
Was Ryan. Giving a little bit upper. Oh, Ryan giving him some uppers there.
yeah, if you see right there too, that was something that my coach had given me advice. He was like, Steve, you're no Mayweather. Give him the 1-2. Give him the 1-2. Work the 1-2. It's the only combo you need. And maybe to a fault, I followed that direction.
So was Ryan.
1-2.
Giving a little bit upper.
1-2.
Ryan giving him some uppers there.
1-2.
Giving it
Throw a little hook in.
and giving those unders, Stevie. Beautiful stuff. Not able to block those unders. Ryan reaching for the top. Stevie reached out.
Another big shot. Look, Ryan cocking up too. That's another thing is Ryan was unloading big shots, but see how he's throwing this punch right here? It's coming from all the way back from behind him. See how far that punch has to go to land? I'm actually looking at it. You could see me looking at it. So anybody with any sort of reaction time is not going to let a punch coming from that far away hit you in the head. As a matter of fact, they say it's not the punch that you do see. The punch that you don't see is the most dangerous one. But all right, I think that's fucking plenty. Let's get back to this. Morning, Will Herring. Look at them short shorts. Yeah, that was a questionable choice on my part. I actually, those shorts came way smaller than I had expected. If I had known, I would have got XL. Yeah, actually, I wear those every once in a while at the gym, and I always get, or I've gotten made fun of that they're way too short. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, Mint Diggity, that Melton went to Scott's gym and was too lazy to hit the pads. I mean, come on, Melty. Come on. Yeah, shout out to the Z-Man for getting in there. Did we watch this on MLC or am I misremembering? I don't think we ever watched the fight on MLC. Ryan is killing it with Sam Hyde. Ryan and I still stay in touch to this day. He'll he'll message me sometimes about some Dabbleverse stuff. He'll like want to know the skinny on stuff. And I'll hit him up every once in a while myself. And look, Johnny Chopstick says he judges it 2-1 Stevie Lou over Oriental Pete, aka Ryan Rivera. All right, folks, we're hitting 2 hours, which is incredible that we did 2 hours. It really is incredible what we're doing out here. Shout out to all my mods one more time. Hit the L, hit the like, hit the hashtag. Hashtag is be a winner, be a loser. We will play us off with some more Disco Biscuits. But yeah, gonna have a real busy next few weeks. If not, the rest of 2024 is going to be insane for me, I think, in a good way. So who knows when we'll be doing this next. I'll try to check in with everybody this week with the Clearwater Chad coming to New York City. That would be fun. And yeah, I guess do hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, tell a friend, and we will see you soon, I hope. Let's get the biscuits back up, man, because these fucking guys, man, they rock and roll, dude. What am I doing? I can hear it in my head, or it's playing in here now for me.
Not okay to hang around, cause marriage is absurd. Spectacles and roundabouts and details afterwards. You're gonna get it all today. through the road, amazing you'll see lots of little coffins on the run. Watching the road, should I take the free? What I can get one chance to go around. Sleep in the day, wake in the night, only so many roads to take in life. But the problem you see, you can't mess with time, take a different road you'd like to try.
Isn't life a spectacle? One damn short of a miracle. And your body fights to the win.
You don't think you ever want to back again. If the night was an obstacle that you can't make your head around, and you might break your face and break the mold that the hand that counts you out. Count it. Shock me and tell me about the story that you have. You got all day to hammer out just where it